Hey guys, the How to Ellen podcast. When your host is always Stephen Henry. To my left on my screen, we got Mr. Matt Carter.
It's fresh back from the happiest place on earth.
We can see the shirt, living that Disney life.
Living the dream.
And then we got our grumpy little Grinch man, Mr. Matt Williams.
Now I got the counter right here, Matt.
See.
It's like Marvel versus DC.
Exactly. And then we got Mr. Davey Wavy down there.
Yeah, you know. Keeping it, yeah.
Bringing the heat, okay. Got our one-of-a-kind intern, Amanda.
Hello.
Yeah. And then we got a special guest this week, Mr. Mike Baldwin.
Oh, hey, guys. I'm just hanging out in my kitchen doing some stuff. Don't mind me. What's up? How's it going?
The perfect time to rearrange
That was
your
great.
spice,
That was amazing.
spice cabinet, you know?
He's going for a cabinet position.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So early.
I'm sorry. So how you doing, Mike?
I'm good, dude. I completely forgot that we were doing this until the moment you texted me the Zoom link. And I did. I had my robe on, and I was like, all right, I guess we're doing a robe thing. And you were like, we got like 10 minutes. And I was like, all right, fine, I'll put some clothes on. So see my hat? I don't know if you can see.
It is a
says
hat.
In my hat. We'll all do hats.
Yeah, and then I also have a shirt that says shirt.
I love
If
those.
anybody interested in those, I sell those on my website.
Hell yeah.
That's not true. I really don't. It's just no. That'd be cool if I did, though. Maybe you go on there and check it out. Maybe I do. Maybe I'm lying. Anyway,
You have
what's going on?
you have the ninja shirt on there?
Ninja
I
shirt.
have a ninja shirt. Oh,
Yeah.
on my website, yeah, I have a shirt that says "Ninjas hate crunchy leaves." It's
Oh my
stupid.
God,
I
I need
realize
that.
that it's stupid.
No,
So
yeah,
good.
No, it's
You-
great.
that's a shirt
You
Matt
can- my
Williams
name's-
would wear.
My name's Mike. You can go to mikeisfunny.com, but we'll talk about all that later. What's in the news?
Yeah, do you mind bringing up the article, Amanda? This will be a
Yeah.
fun one.
Let me get it.
So, yeah.
What are we talking about?
Oh, you have to
What's
let me
the
share
article
it.
about?
Yeah,
Just-
You're not gonna. There's no intro to it.
yeah, we'll some theme music. What's in the news? What's in the news today?
It's
You
like
have to
a,
let me share, Stevie.
I have to let you share.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
so much permission.
I know.
I don't
Man,
know.
I like the Steamboat Matt look he's got going on there.
Thanks.
With
That's phenomenal. Are you wearing that on stage?
When it gets cooler outside and I can wear my merman sweater.
Yes. I love it.
Is that a Eugene Merman sweater?
Yes,
the,
Eugene Merman.
I need you to just walk around with fish sticks all the time.
Yeah, I will. I'll just have them in my, yeah.
That's what I do anyway. I'm constantly just walking around with you. Who wants some fish sticks?
Because you
I
never
got some in
know.
my pocket.
You never know.
Wouldn't that be awesome if I
Yeah.
held up fish sticks right now?
They're like,
That
what
would
if
be the
what if
coolest
what
thing.
if I told you? What if I told you?
There goes
I
Mike just
I
being
had fish sticks on me right now.
there goes Mike just being chased by seagulls again.
I don't understand why.
yeah, Matt, you could just throw them out like at shows.
Yeah, like pre-rolled joints at a
Just
Cypress
throw
Hill
out
concert.
Fish, yeah, like Fago for ICP. You're just throwing out fish sticks.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah.
Emmy presenters will hand out trophies in hazmat tuxedos.
What?
I love this so much.
You got to see the picture.
Oh my God. Are you serious? So they come out on stage with that?
No, they're going like this is what the story is saying. They're going to the people's houses to hand it to them.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Are you, really? This
much?
is the
How
I
much?
thought
They're
this was
like,
an
we're not
Onion
gonna-
article.
I thought it was too. I was like, are you sure this is real? Can we double check?
Maybe visiting some of the winners live.
That is hilarious.
Dude, I wouldn't want someone at my house in a hazmat tuxedo suit. That's scary.
What are the neighbors gonna think?
Looks like we've got a winner. Just like knocking on the door.
Dude, this would make that scene from E.T. like much more classy.
There's another guy behind the guy in the suit holding up a boombox playing the Emmy music.
Well, like say anything?
Or get John Cusack. Get John Cusack to do it.
That is amazing. I can't wait to see people's reaction to that.
Look at the designer's name, Katja Cahill.
Hey, dude.
I love how the world is just stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
No, this does look completely fake. It looks like the Onion or a Tampa News Force article because it's perfect.
Yeah.
For the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that. See, this is one of those things that a room of bored people are like, here's what we got to do. Here's what the people want. And none of them actually talk to any of the people.
Right.
They just talk about it.
And they're not gonna not give out awards. Like, you couldn't just be like, these are the list of winners. We'll get your trophy eventually.
Yeah, so they're
We'll
going.
mail it to you.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to the houses. I thought they would just sit in the audience in those, so everyone's.
I
wearing
thought
a
that it was
hazmat
literally,
suit.
I thought it was gonna look like Metropolis.
Yeah.
It's
That's
one of
what
those
I
years
thought.
where Howie Mandel's hoping that fucking AGT doesn't win because he's like, oh, this is the time.
He's such a
they're here for the
germophobe.
germs.
The guy I work with, though, he's a huge germaphobe, and I asked him
He
recently.
works
if
at an animal hospital.
Well, he's a corporate trainer,
Oh,
but he goes into the hospitals, and I was like, dude, how are you feeling with all this? And he was like, this is what I've trained for my whole life.
Was he gonna like army roll around the viruses? Like what the training?
Here's
What's an
how-
army roll? Is that sushi?
It's like a little Debbie cake that comes in an MRE. Here's your MRE. It's got a little Debbie.
Camouflage colored.
Big, yeah. It's just a Swiss roll filled with camouflage cream.
Go back to the article real quick. Can you pull that back up?
oh yeah, no problem.
I'm sorry.
No worries.
There was something that just it made me laugh.
What was it? The part I was trying to get? The let's just experiment, have the audience a little more on the edge of their seats part.
That part, and then right after it says Sunday's festivities. What? It's not It's like you're just wearing a suit and handing out little gold guys.
But the thing is, they say Emmy events. I was like, what are they just like? Well, we're gonna protect all the celebrities, but we're gonna get an audience of schmucks.
So
Yeah, like all the grips are gonna be in the audience and shit.
Yeah.
Like
The lighting guys.
You're disposable. Get in there.
yeah, we don't need boom operators when we can't shoot on site anymore. No, the thing that's ridiculous, like my understanding is it was like a 5-day event, is what the article's saying, because I guess they're going to people's houses. The logistics is just all fucked up.
What the hell is the point of any of this? Why? Who cares that much? Like, what are the ratings that they're dragging in? It's not. It can't be that good that they're like, dude, we have to do it.
Yeah. I think the last one they said was like the lowest rated one ever because it's all like political shit, and people that normally would watch that don't want to watch people who have no idea what it's like.
No, people
about politics.
People don't want to watch politics anymore. Like,
Yeah, we're tired. We're tired of it.
Well, hold on. Look at the top. Read next. Tiger King snubbed at the enemies.
Yes,
Enemies.
I was just
the enemies.
The enemy.
the enemies.
Goddamn bitch, Carol Baskin.
She's the real enemy.
Well, are they snubbed, or are they just fortunate?
Were you snubbed, or are you in prison?
Yeah.
They can still
I
deliver.
Apparently, the
I
power of
heard-
Joe Exotic can be denied.
I guess they can show up at the tuxedo at jail.
I
You didn't watch
purposely
it, Mike?
avoided watching it. No, everybody told me I had to, and I'm stubborn, and I was like,
With
no,
you,
I don't.
I don't do that. I
got
watched
sucked
it.
in.
I watched it before all the hype. Like
You watch it just because you're a fan of true crime murders.
Exactly. A big fan.
I'm a huge fan of tigers too, and I was just like, nope.
Give me a Siegfried and Roy documentary. That's where I'm ending it.
Because when I was watching it, I didn't realize murder was coming.
Even though the title is Murder, Mayhem, and Madness.
But the thing is, I was like, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
I thought it was going to be like Lion King, but with
tigers.
I did too.
Right.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Anything with the word king in it, I think that it's just a redo of the Lion King.
Yeah, Lion King, Tiger King, Polka King.
Instead of his brother having a scar, his name's Cleft because he's like Cleft.
One day, all of this will be yours.
Inappropriate humor is the best kind of humor.
That's what we're here for.
I think I'm at a point with all of COVID that like I never thought it was a hoax or anything like that, but I feel like we've gotten to a point where a lot of the precautions we're taking are like TSA. It's very performative. Or if, like, if you're gonna get it, you're gonna get it.
Shit. That's all you need to know. Like there's a disease, but it's not that bad. Like, okay, if you take like a coronavirus molecule, or not molecule, but you know, like a fucking the thing, and you put it up next to the flu is bigger, right? So if that's true, then why weren't masks mandatory since we were 5 years old? Like, you think they just invented the mask? You think like they didn't figure, like, it doesn't do anything. They're just, it's rooms of board member people that are like, masks for everybody, I suppose.
Oh, okay. So they work for the Emmys.
Yeah. I mean, like,
you can think of it that way because it's all a big fucking show.
I like how they're not pushing washing our hands anymore. It's just the masks.
Yeah, this is America. We don't wash our hands. We don't.
I want to see
some Japanese shit.
I want to see a TSA thing, like performative thing. Is like, in case of a viral outbreak, masks will be dispensed from the top. Or,
please cover your eyes.
Yeah.
Please use them to cover your eyes so you can't see the virus.
Yeah. In case of decreased oxygen pressure, cannula will be inserted into your nose.
It's the COVID bird box, is what you're saying, Carter?
Yeah. If you can't see it, it can't get you.
There's the coronavirus. It's right over there. It's coming towards us. Run!
Oh yeah, like
from the trees. It's coming from the trees. Give me a second, will you?
Oh yeah,
give me a second.
It's like Predator. He's like, I ain't got time to cough.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I allowed to?
Knock yourself out.
It's your own house.
I can smoke in here.
Yeah, as long as
this is actually a smoke-free Zoom meeting. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I'm in the smoking section. There's a thin lattice between the two of us, so we can smoke over here.
We're gonna lose our Nicorette CQ sponsorship.
Yeah. Lucy,
I remember those days. Like, you would go to IHOP and like the smoking section would just have like a piece of plexiglass, but there's still like three ways to get in there. So I'm like, the smoke just goes out those ways. Like,
y'all said plexiglass?
Yeah, we didn't have anything. It was just like, you can smoke here, and on the other side, you can't smoke there.
It was the pre-Rona solution to smoking.
Was to do it 3 feet away.
Just have a plexiglass. That'll stop everything.
Yeah, that was the masks. That was the masks for smoking.
Smoke listens to the signs. You stay over there.
I like how
it's a virus from China. It's more respectful. It's not going to go around the class.
The idea of the 6-foot barrier thing is like, it's like we breathe out and our breath follows us where we walk. It's not like our cloud of breath stays behind when we step forward to the next spot in line, and that other person like steps into our cloud, like Phoebe on Friends when she's spraying perfume in the air, you know, and like they waft through it. It's all horse shit. None of it means anything.
I think a lot of those rules are like distinctly American, because they were like, Americans are not going to use common sense, so we have to give them parameters.
Yeah.
Well, the common sense is don't go near your 90-year-old grandma if you have symptoms of anything. And that should have been common sense before any of this started.
Yeah.
But it's not like remember in the beginning there were like videos of Chinese people like dropping dead in the streets and shit, and people were like, oh God, like some really bad shit's gonna happen. And now, I mean, I don't even know. There's not one person in my phone that I know of who has died from COVID. Now, I know that the odds are don't lend to that being the case, but still, if I knew one person, I would be like, oh man, this is getting serious. But I'm in Kansas. We've had like 500 deaths total since the entire thing started. So anyway, thanks for letting me come on your comedy podcast, guys.
Have you been like texting them every day to make sure they're not dead?
I figured I would get a text from like a doctor or something that's like, hey, we saw your number in so-and-so's phone. They're no longer with us.
That's what they're doing with all their extra time.
You're that close to the guy who books the Chuckle Hut in Des Moines. You're gonna get a text. Looks like that weekend got canceled, Mike. He's dead.
It's a fun room though.
It's practically a Chuck E. Cheese ball pit.
We'll talk about something fun now. Let's see. Did you know that if you took your large intestine and stretched it out on the sidewalk, that I would throw up immediately?
You'd also be dead.
Yeah.
It's a weird fact.
It's weird.
Maddie, you're almost a doctor. Is that true?
Will he throw up?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like cilantro. Only like 15% of people will throw up.
Only 15?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll smell like soap.
Yeah,
What
and it's like
what percent
asparagus
of people? What percent of people don't like onions? Do you know that as a doctor?
Almost doctor.
Yeah, he didn't go through that
It
course.
was like 30. It was like 35%. I'll say.
Maddie, can you explain why some people can and some people can't smell asparagus pea?
There's a gene for it.
All right, I was just testing
It
you.
doesn't get passed down for some people. I don't
Is
know
that
if it's
true?
recessive or not. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I found that
I
out.
don't know that.
How come
What?
some people? Hold on. How come some people's body odor smells like onions?
Well, sometimes
Their diet? Is this diet?
David, you matter. You're not just some people.
Yeah.
He's asking for a friend.
Yeah,
Don't smell.
it depends on their proximity and how much time they spend in a closet.
So,
Okay.
so Maddie, which
Office.
chromosome has the gene where you
13.
That's the gene where you're cool with having your prostate tickled?
Yeah, 13.
You have 13.
I don't think I have that. I'll tell you what. I don't know whether or not I have that. So I have whatever gene makes me not curious to find out whether I have that or
14.
not.
There's
13 and 14, they're right next to each other. That's all they control is butt stuff.
The
Yeah.
wires get crossed, everything's fucked up.
Those are big genes, man. Those are big chromosomes.
Those are medically called mama genes.
Yeah, they're big in the 70s. The mamas and the papas gene.
Jesus Christ.
Mama castration, mama cast, street, mama cast.
Mama
Yeah,
castrami
smell on
sandwich.
Jesus. Yeah, because that was one of the I think the Ancestry.com, I think that's one of the things that they'll do too, is that they'll run it they'll run all those. They'll give you these weird medical facts that like you won't like the taste of cilantro. You're more likely to get like you have markers for prostate cancer.
You're probably gay.
They didn't do that for me.
You just open your ancestry.com. Mom, Dad, I gotta tell you, apparently I'm gay. I have the genetic markers for
I didn't
gay.
know either.
Wait a minute. This is
apparently we have
This
ancestors.
is Dad's.
I'm gonna have to divorce my wife.
Yeah. It's like this only comes from the father's side, Dad.
It's a real tough day in Ted Haggard's house, is what I'm saying.
We have a lot of ancestors in San Francisco.
I'm your stepdad.
Oh, that's okay.
Then I'm just bi. Oh man.
Anyway, what else?
Well,
What else, guys?
There was something I got to ask Matt Carter about. So the other day, like I love seeing whenever someone posts something, there's 1 or 2 likes and then like 100 comments at the bottom. And you went off on a tangent about how you think not comment, like not like if you don't like or react to the
Status.
comments.
That was an
Status.
agreement that Stevie and I came to, is that like if you comment on a post without reacting to it,
You're dead to me.
you're heckling.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're heckling my post.
Them's the rules.
Them's the rules. Why?
They
What,
just
what's
get
your?
ignored.
What's,
And
what's your?
a similar point is I don't like when people like a tweet but then don't retweet it.
Yeah.
And that's the same as them like laughing at a joke at a show and you're like, tell your friend about me, and they're like, no, I'm not telling anybody about you, but
I don't like it that much, but
Mike,
great.
Mike, is the club retweet the equivalent of them repeating the punchline after you say it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're like, ninjas hate crunchy leaves. They're like, crunchy leaves.
Get a load of this
Retweet.
guy.
Oh man, that's always the
Man,
worst, especially
dude,
when they have a delayed
That's
reaction.
the retweet
don't know.
button. Is the get a load of this guy button.
Get a load of this guy. I don't know if this has ever happened to you before, but I've had MCs be like, oh, you're gonna love this next guy with his ninjas hate crunchy leaves joke and all of that. Give it up.
What?
Yeah, I've
burn your
Son of a
material?
bitch. Don't
Like,
use
that's what Selman with-
punchline in my intro.
with the intro, with like I have like the intro jokes, like the when you get up there, address the way you look and the way you sound or something like that, just to get them comfortable, self-effacing. And then I have those
And you're like,
jokes
this was my grandfather's captain's cap.
But then you get up there and they'll use the jokes that you have about the way you look to intro you. You're like, well, cool. I don't know how I'm going to start now.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
burn that material.
Do you guys know who Ryan Niemiller is?
Oh yeah, love Ryan.
Right. I love I worked with Ryan a few years ago before he was ever on anything, so he
Me
was
too.
featuring at the time, and he didn't talk about his arms for the first 6 minutes. He's just like, so I flew here and the lady on the plane was mean and this and that the whole time. The audience is like, talk about your arm.
Yeah, that's bananas.
Dude, it was hilarious though, because when he finally talks about it, there's such a like audible release of tension from the
Yeah.
room
But
that they're
that's
just like,
pretty
oh my
smart.
god, like we thought maybe you didn't know or something.
It was like
Yeah.
everyone farted at once. They're just all
He's got that as a
Pressure.
bit,
All
bit
the
now.
pressure.
It's like I like when I'm in public and kids are staring at me. I like to pretend that I'm seeing them for the first time. Also, like, oh my god, what?
Those,
yeah, that's pretty good.
one of the best reactions I've ever seen to that is one of my comic buddies. His name's JJ Curry.
What up, though?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody.
Yeah. So he's got like 3 fingers on one
Check-
hand. He's got
check-
2 on the other.
Hang on. Check JJ out in topical depression, no sim September.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Kills that segment. So he met Ryan for the first time. He didn't know about the arms. And so JJ puts his hand out. Ryan puts his hand out, and JJ goes, "Man, I don't know what to do with that." Ryan's like, don't worry, man, it's cool.
And they've been really close friends ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all ate Moe's together.
Did
Not
they
Moe's,
fish
Chipotle.
bump? Did they fish bump?
There's another guy that comes
guess.
to Side Splitters, an open micer that comes to Side Splitters, who also has the same thing that Ryan has.
Mhm.
And I give him a fist bump, but it's a solid finger bump that he gives you, and it's just like I don't know, that's just what I do. I don't know. I feel I'm not gonna shake your
Flipper.
Yeah, that feels
your
weird. It
fingers.
feels
Like
weird
I feel
to,
like that's rude.
Yeah,
I mean, Carlin
I
had
was
that old
just-
joke about it.
it's a
I
weird
was just
flex.
trying to say that he was funny. I mean, you guys don't have to.
Oh,
This is-
yeah.
Yeah, it's
No,
incredible.
this is what
It's
we do.
hilarious.
This is
It's
what
what
we do.
happens.
Hilarious.
Matt Williams got the privilege of doing a backyard show with him way back, right?
Yeah.
That was like 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago, and we were like before the show even started, we're about to steal all of this rich person's silverware.
Oh yeah. You gotta melt it down, make jewelry.
Sterling silver.
Oh yeah, because like the house that we were at was like a 3-story house, and the top story had a movie theater in it. They were one of the executives for this thing called Navy Federal back home in Pensacola. And
So in Pensacola, was that house like 30 grand and a bucket of eels to buy? Or?
yeah, it's like it was like 3 of those bottles with the X's on it. It was like,
Moonshine jugs.
yeah, no,
I'm
that
just
was-
wondering what a bucket of eels looks like.
Yeah, that's what I have in my head. Do they like flop around?
It's a Pensacola staple. I think that's what their football team would be named
They're
after.
definitely alive.
That's
Bucket of
what they
eels.
pay you at the Comedy Zone.
Pensacola.
No, they don't. They pay very well at the Comedy Zone.
Actually, I think that backyard show is still for one show is the most I've ever been paid because like they did a
Was it a private event, like a corporate thing, or?
Yeah, it was like a private corporate thing, and they like had a tip bucket for us, and then on top of that they did like a Kickstarter for it. So they're like, these poor motherfuckers, we have to give them something.
Wait, so they were putting eels in the tip bucket?
Yeah.
No, they're trying to throw the coins around the eels that are in the bucket.
Yeah. Make a wish.
like-
It's like the weirdest wishing well.
Yeah, they're like, here, reach your hand in it, and whatever you come out with, and if you survive, you get to keep the money.
It's
Challenge.
it's a nightmare bucket like Grandma used to make.
That's
So
nuts.
that's razor blades and lemon juice.
So speaking of shows, how was your show, Maddie?
Oh, on Friday?
Yeah.
I actually got to jump on a show for the first time in like 8 months, and it
Came out of retirement.
Yeah.
Wait, that means that you didn't work for like 3 months before coronavirus.
I didn't.
You should have seen his comedy. He hasn't been working for years.
Yeah. Me or the jokes. Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun, but it was just way too long. It was like a 3-hour show. He's like, hey man, you want 10-15 minutes? I was like, no. Not as a guest spot.
Coming off the bench after 8 months.
And I know I've also done shows with the same guy, and his
After a
theory,
20-minute host set.
yeah, his theory is that like, well, there's nothing to do in this town, so these people want like a whole night out, so he makes it a super long show. But the thing was, the show that I did, the super long part of it was that he had like a jazz act at the beginning. So these people are eating dinner and the jazz is going, and then the comedy show starts, and then it becomes long. But to do 3 hours of comedy
Oh yeah.
is
He was like, you don't understand, man. Like, this show is keeping this town together. Like, it's either this or they're going to be in their car. I mean, then their garage running their car after this.
yeah.
Well, the show started with like 30 minutes of a cello player her name's Chelo.
Was it the movie Titanic? Like, is that what?
We're going down.
No, but
Yeah,
this-
Maddie was telling us jokes as they were sinking.
Yeah,
I thought it couldn't get any worse, but here we are.
It's been an honor telling jokes with you, gentlemen.
Were you
No,
wearing
she's
your
like-
fucking tuxedo hazmat suit too?
Yeah.
Wait, it floats. We're gonna be okay.
Keeps the cold water out. I can live in this for a few days. No hypothermia.
Everyone stop climbing on Maddie. He's not that buoyant.
He actually sinks.
He's got a lot of muscle.
Yeah. Muscle sinks, Dallas.
They're like, everybody take in a breath of air.
Don't get in shape. Don't get in shape.
Don't worry about that, man. Yeah, way ahead of you.
Yeah, so it was basically like 2.5 hours of comedy, and but actually it was a really good show. Somehow the audience like got into it and just stayed in it.
It was like one Mencia set.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I
A
get
bunch
where
of different people's jokes.
It's
So, like,
almost like the guy putting on that show knows what the hell he's doing. Eh?
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So like the fact that like the people, they really do want to get like what they pay for, and they're not going to go somewhere else. There's nowhere else to go. So
Yeah.
I think for what he's doing, I don't know. It's just, last time I worked with him, he was wearing a pinstripe suit and a purple top hat and a craft beer bar. And
Dude, I know so many bookers like that. That's hilarious.
the Don King method of fucking comedy booking.
That's
But
a man
whatever
I
he's-
want to work with.
whatever he's doing, it is working. And
It's like- This next headliner here is stultifying and electrifying.
Get ready for some funny fustigation.
Struggling to get the mic because he's got too many fucking rings on.
It just keeps clicking. Oh my God.
Mike, did I see that you were doing a virtual show?
That's what I'm doing right now.
This is virtually a show, yeah.
No,
Virtually.
I did Nowhere Comedy Club, which is like the first digital comedy club or whatever. It's a Zoom thing, but yeah, it's fun. I do another thing called the Social Distance Social Club or something like that, which is the same people that put that on, like Chris Bowers and Ben Glebe and Steve Hofstetter, and it's a really good time. They do a good job. Not as good as you guys are doing, of course, but I've never once seen them pull up an article.
We're next level here.
Tricks. We got some tricks.
Yeah.
How are,
Set us apart.
how are the Zoom shows for you, Mike? Like, what do you think about it? Do you think they're the future, or do you think that it's just going to be gone by the end of 2020 or 2020?
I don't think they're the future. I do think they are a new thing. I think they're like it's sort of the same as when YouTube started. I guess it's just like, wow, now I can put my comedy on the internet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like that's another way that I can get clicks or whatever, and that's what this is now. It's just another way to do a thing in front of people. But I don't think stand up is gone.
Could you
no.
could you hear people like when you were doing it, like laugh and stuff like that, or no?
Yeah, they let I think Zoom has like a 300 person limit or something, and they let like 10 people sit in the front row, as they call it. And so yeah, you can hear those people, but they've also got bouncers that will fucking kick somebody or like mute somebody, if the dog starts barking or if they
I
start
love this.
heckling or anything like that. Yeah, it's a really good setup that they've got. And then the other however many hundreds of people or whatever, they can just watch and but you can't hear them.
You can't hear them, yeah.
Oh,
Because
that's the
the
dream,
thing.
baby.
Yeah, no, it's such like
Use the heckler.
it's such a live like stand-up's supposed to be live, so
Well-
it's weird. Like if they had like I don't know, like approved people that are have been tested and they can actually be in the room that you're in as well, unless you're doing it from your house. I don't know if there's like a studio you went to or something or.
No, I just did it from my house.
Yeah.
There was nobody in the room with me, but
See,
but no,
that's
that's
weird.
I think
man.
it is weird.
But if there's a studio and they
You
have
can-
like 10
you-
people actually live there and then the rest are being
No.
broadcast, that'd be a
Well-
lot better because then you actually hear like audible laughter in the same
Well, you hear. I don't know. I the one that I did with Brian Barganier, Mike Kaplan headlined, and we had like once I got into my set and like figured out like, oh, it is call and response. You do hear the laughter. I settled in, but like I was super nervous because I'm like, oh my God, like what if I'm just hearing silence and I'm just doing jokes? Feels like to nobody.
That's what my joke about it is. Doing comedy on the internet is sort of the same as trying to talk to somebody in a coma. They're like, go ahead and start. They're listening.
That's amazing.
So
you come here often? Laid out.
And we've got drink specials. It's whatever you have in your fridge for free.
try the mozzarella sticks. I'll massage them into your mouth.
Try the IV bag. You'll love it.
It's an IV bag with White Claw.
The VIP is like a morphine drip. You just like hit the button.
I think that was amazing.
Killing with that guy. So no, Mike, one of the things I noticed, because I've seen you before, I've seen you perform here in Tampa, and like you're one of those guys, like you're a sharp writer, but you're also very good at being in the room, like addressing the energy when shit gets weird and stuff like that. So or like obviously when it's crushing, you address it, and like you're really good at feeling out what's going on. And like that's got to be super weird with Zoom.
That is true. First of all, thank you for the compliment. It is not anything that I've ever done on purpose necessarily. It's more of like just my life of being like, you feel weird right now, don't you?
Yeah.
Like
you can pick up on social cues.
Yeah, I can feel their awkwardness. I think I'm very empathetic or whatever. Like I can tell when someone is uncomfortable and I don't like it, so I like to just acknowledge it, you know.
Try to diffuse it or something.
It's weird when people don't. Sometimes, like you'll see people have sets where it's just like there's like a couple comics we have around here. I'm not going to name names because they're good comics and good people, but like they're not present. They're doing their jokes the same way every time, regardless of how they're being received. It's like in almost like in an attempt to look unshakable,
like an animatronic.
Where you're like, well, you should be somewhat shakeable. Not that you're gonna like shut down, but that you
have to address
you got to address the room. Like if people are feeling weird or whatever, I don't know. It's
I call it
it's
the
weird.
banana. It's called the banana costume rule. It's like you can't go on stage wearing a banana costume and not fucking talk about the fact that you've got a banana costume on.
Yeah. Well, because you've won a bunch of.
No, there's lots of comics that just recite the same act again. Like I've done it myself.
Word for word.
Where I've had lines where I'm like, this guy right here is laughing, or like I'll say to the audience like, yeah, you laugh at that, but, and then the rest of the joke, and I've said that line when nobody's laughed. And I can feel the people in the crowd being like, we didn't laugh at that. Like,
in my head you did.
Like, yeah, I know,
you
but
idiot.
that's the line, you know.
Yeah.
Say that,
Or like you I do callbacks to jokes you haven't told yet.
My least favorite thing is on like late show on Friday or Saturday, I will be on stage and I'll think like, did I do this joke this set already, or was that first show that I'm remembering? And then I'll skip entire bits because I'm like, I must have done that already. And I'm scared to just be like, did I already say the thing about the intestine?
You do a callback and then there's like no, they're like, we didn't. You're like, fuck, I didn't do that joke. Like I thought I did. That would suck. Oh, doing the Zoom shows. Have you worked with any comics on the Zoom show that does all crowd work?
No,
They're like, hey, green shirt over there. How you doing?
You didn't have Todd Berry?
Yeah.
Mom, put on the green shirt. No, but I have worked with, I've done these Zoom shows with people that aren't paying attention. I think that's an important thing to make these things work is like the people that aren't talking at the moment, Wait, Matt, what the hell happened to your
Sorry.
guy there? It
Accident.
went weird.
Accident.
You looked like a ghost or something there for a minute.
I was on a
Anyway,
different
like,
planet.
there's nothing worse than looking at somebody's camera and there's
Yeah.
phone or it's like, dude, pay attention to the people that are talking on the screen. Anyway,
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, you said you did the no space. What was it called?
Nowhere.
Nowhere Club.
Yeah.
And like Steve Hofstetter, he does a lot of crowd work, or like I guess questions. So I didn't know. Is he on the show too?
He has material.
I know that, but I know I've seen him
So-
once, and he closes out for like.
So to be clear, Nowhere Comedy Club is not the Steve Hofstetter one. That was the other one that Mike was talking
Oh,
about.
sorry. All right.
No, Nowhere Comedy Club is Steve Hofstetter's
And
thing.
Ben Glebe, I thought, right?
Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
Steve had another one.
And dude, Steve has a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, he's got a lot going on.
He's the businessiest guy I fucking know in comedy. So you better believe he's got something going on anytime something's going on.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's different for every comic. Like some comics are good at doing the online stuff and some don't translate as well. But with the Zoom audience, with you being able to hear the other people, he can still do his Q&A type stuff. And I haven't watched him do an online show, but I'm positive that he could make it work, you know?
Yeah.
He's definitely seasoned enough for sure. Because I think Ben Glebe did like a live stream. Well, he live streamed a special like years ago before all this. And then Ben Bailey did a show from quarantine where it's just like him talking in like his basement for
And
free. You can watch on Twitter, and that's weird because then no one's listening. So you're just doing stand up for or not no one's listening, but you can't hear anybody because it's just him live.
Right.
People,
And they keep talking about Trump and Biden, but they don't talk about Ben's campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's running for
Yeah,
president.
what the hell, man?
Ben's getting snubbed.
I don't think that he's officially running anymore, is he? Or is he?
I have no idea.
I doubt it.
Is he going to be on a ballot somewhere?
Yeah, like North Dakota. Next week. Like North Dakota or
Yeah,
some
don't
state.
be glib, vote for Glebe.
God. Glebe it to me.
So
Glebe it to
Leave it to Beaver.
leave it to me.
Leave it.
So
Leave
you
it to
guys
be.
excited to vote for Trump or what?
Why are you doing this to us, Mike?
What happened?
That's all right. We'll talk about something else. It's no big deal. Do you see I got a hat that says hat on it? And there's my website. Can you read it?
We're gonna clip just that.
MikeIsfunny.com.
Boom.
Our new sponsor.
See, but the Zoom shows you get people like looking at their phone and not paying attention.
Yeah.
Wearing sea caps and hats. It's weird.
Yeah, that is weird. He's
I
like,
don't
dude,
have
it's
his number.
important.
I'd do the same thing.
Yeah, I just did it. My
I
bad.
know. I had your number so I could call you out on
For
it.
a second, I thought his camera froze, but the fan's moving still.
Yeah. So I do have.
It's all right.
Mike,
It's
do you have
fine.
pets?
What's that?
Do you have a pet?
No, but I've been thinking more and more lately about getting a dog, but I'm so lazy, and I just feel like I equally know that having a dog would force me to get out, put shoes on first thing in the morning, like
Walk.
take care of a thing. But yeah, exactly. But at the same time, I know that I would like for the first week or two, I would resent this animal that didn't just let me lay in bed, and I feel bad about that, you know.
I'm about
So-
to ruin your hopes and dreams for you.
You could just be one of those
Why?
dog door people.
Get a cat. Cat, you just put down food and clean a litter box, and
That's true.
very
What
easy.
about
I have
That's-
thought
the-
about a cat would be okay, but then it would just be in my apartment by itself a lot of the time, and I would feel bad. Plus,
They
then
prefer
I
that.
go when I go on
They
the
pre-
road
yeah.
though, that I don't want to leave it alone for like 4 days, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Cats prefer that you feel bad. I don't know. What happens in the morning in my house is like my wife can get up and lay in bed and play with her phone and watch stuff on TV and not move at all, and the dog just lets her do it. And then I'm awake for 5 minutes, and it's like, and she's like, like
Your wife or the dog?
The dog.
Both.
Upstairs.
They're
neighbor.
both like, get out of here.
Do you ever wake up to a dog like vomiting or a cat vomiting? It's like the worst thing in the world. You wake up immediately.
My cat just jumps on me and pisses me off when she wants
So Rhea, the other morning, I don't think I've told anyone this. I woke up and I heard this weird sound going on, and I sat straight up in bed, and she was over in the corner, just straight diarrhea.
Oh,
All over the wall.
Oh my God.
My
The wall?
My Alexa's on the floor. It's
can't
like
scrub that out.
on the outlet. I thought I was gonna get like electrocuted trying to pull the Alexa cord out of the outlet. It was
Oh my God.
You're like, Alexa, call a cleaning service.
just something like, help me. Help. Why was I programmed to smell?
It's getting dark, Dave.
It was the worst thing I've ever experienced as a pet owner. You can't do it. I just sat
Matt
there.
Carter, what do you think of that?
Yeah.
I'm a bad person.
So yeah, don't get a dog.
Addicted.
No, it's okay. As long as you were doing something, were you writing someone back, or were you just playing games?
Writing someone back. It's Candy Crush. That's one of
like,
the people.
dude.
I'm playing words with friends.
My friend needed a ticket to get the next candy space.
The
Sorry, I had
addiction
to
is
respond.
real.
I had to respond. It's my mom.
Speaking
Now,
of,
What kind of dog was this that diarrhea'd on your wall?
She's a mutt, and that's
bad
the funny,
dog?
The funny thing is her name is Rhea. I always tell people,
Oh God!
it's Rhea like diarrhea. So it's all right. She's just a mutt. She's cute.
yeah. Amanda's got a million animals, so.
Yeah.
A menagerie.
She's the one that's being voted off the island next, apparently.
Yeah.
Good thing her name wasn't. I can't think of anything, but you can see how that would be a
Vomita.
joke there.
Yeah. You can imagine how the joke would have gone. Use your imagination.
Insert your own punchline. The setup also, but
Yeah.
Good thing her name wasn't Answer. Like in cancer.
Mm.
If she gets cancer,
Steven.
If she gets cancer, what? You're gonna curse God?
I'm
Step
gonna blame you.
Like, what did I do?
Don't you put that evil on them.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Oh, I finally started putting the toilet seat down so my cat doesn't jump in there after she takes a shit and get kitty litter everywhere.
There you go, Matt.
Thanks, fellas. Thanks for the advice.
I didn't realize that was a problem in your life.
Yeah, he said a couple weeks ago the cat like takes a shit and then jumps in the toilet to rinse off and gets kitty litter in the toilet. I'm like, Matt, why don't you just put the seat down? He's like, that never actually occurred to me. And I'm like, yeah, you've never lived with a woman in your entire life.
Savage.
Like, it's just like
Well, like the first one, like that first layer is down, so I'm like, well, that prevents everything.
the seat.
Yeah.
It's a catch-all. It's a catch-all.
Yeah. I say all, mostly cats.
We actually took the lid off. We had to put it back on.
Yeah.
Like, we
Just
won't have
hover
any
shit.
need for this.
Yeah, you just hover shit every time, or pop like a monkey, just squat down.
Yeah, and so, but in the mornings, like whenever she's ready to eat, she likes to put her face into my face and also paw at my lips as well. So just letting y'all know.
You have
Does she
toilet
smell
water
your
in
breath?
mouth?
Yeah, she puts her nose straight into my ear and will try to paw at my face.
Oh, I was like, does she
That
smell your breath?
sounds-
Cats usually do that.
It sounds adorable, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, but she's purring the whole time, so I guess that kind of makes up for it.
It's cute until you think about where her paws have been. And
Yeah.
then you're like, ugh.
Like toilet water.
Yeah. Well,
Cat litter.
She's trying to smack treats out of you.
Yeah, like a human pinata.
yeah.
All right, meat sack, give me
She's
some catnip.
yeah, she's also the cat that uses both kitty litter boxes, and you always know it's her because she's in there way too long, and then you can hear her literally just throwing it out.
Oh, usually they scrape the sides and shit. Yeah.
You just wait outside the room, like, come on, hurry it up, I gotta go.
Just knock on the door.
You gotta wait for her because her legs fell asleep.
Gonna go in there and help her stand up like Danny Glover in Lethal Weapon. Straight into the tub.
Well, yeah, like that's like I guess that's how she buries it. She like stands on the edges of it, and then she'll like reach down and paw it out.
Yeah.
And so like
and then she comes and boops you on the mouth with it.
Yeah.
The good old poop boop.
He's like, here, taste my shit. I just shit. Taste it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. This is the basic science. This is what you're feeding me.
Matt's like, did I eat an eclair in my sleep?
The tiniest of all eclairs.
My God.
So, Mike, have you gotten to do any live shows during this?
Oh yeah, I've been. I say this like nothing much really changed for me. I mean, it sort of worked out perfectly when all of this started, and they were like, "Hey, just stock up on groceries, don't hang out with any of your friends, and watch Netflix all day." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
Way ahead of you.
I can handle that. Way ahead of you.
Been doing that for years, my friend.
I've got a calendar that I've write my dates on, and then I've drawn an X on all the days that coronavirus has been a thing, and it basically looks similar to last year's calendar, just with a bunch of X's on it. Like I get a week of comedy work, and then I don't work for 2 or 3 weeks, and then something else comes up, and like I'm going to Crackers in Indianapolis the first week in October. And that I just booked that a few days ago because these clubs are just now deciding to open back up,
Yeah.
And they're not gonna spend money on a famous guy, so they're like, who can we get? Who's like okay at comedy and we'll do it for $500? And they call me. So yeah.
Well, that's ours was doing that too. Like our club, they were like, instead of booking a feature, they would just have a lot of locals just do like 10-minute guest sets.
Mm-hmm.
So that way,
What's that?
fill
Side
time.
splitters?
Yeah. So that way, they can save a little money. Like they did that when they first opened, but now they're starting to get the bigger.
Yeah, they're booking the features again. Yeah.
Well, the features are coming with the headliner most of the time.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite clubs to work, and I'm glad that BT's there, but I'm sad that Bobby Jewell is not there anymore, because he was the first guy that I ever met that was like, "You're funny, and I'm gonna give you work." And he was drunk when he said it, like touching me too much and shit. But
you're like, yeah, he won't remember this, and the next thing you know, he's like,
he remembered.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, and he was like one of the first guys that gave me headline work, like on the road headline work, and I got to give props to all of Side Splitters.
It's the best.
Anyway,
it is the best.
As far as clubs go, like there's you're not gonna like.
I mean, I don't have experience outside of Florida, but as far as Florida, it's the best.
Yeah, and I mean we have 2 clubs, and Side Splitters is really the only club that has any sort of farm system to help locals get on stage and get better and provide them with opportunities.
It's also the only one open right now of the 2.
No, the other one has reopened, but
as of next week. But I'm saying like Side Splitter's been open since May.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
we've had like 4 months to.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. We just like when they first reopened, a lot of local comics we kind of just got showered with stage time from it, like where he was just like lucky. It was like we got really lucky. We got to I was saying I've probably done more sets, been on stage more. More post-COVID than I really was before. Like, I don't know. It's been great.
I guess what you're saying is I hope for another virus.
Fucking awesome. No
We get another virus.
Come on, diseases.
The great culling.
Splitters the first week in June, and I think they were doing like social distancing kind of stuff still.
Still are.
But I mean, it was as packed as it could have been in there, and it was great. I love that place. Anyway, let's talk about something else. What else is going on?
Dude, I can't wait till we start performing in those hazmat tuxedos.
What's next?
See, like Seinfeld up there. What's up with the tuxedo hazmat suit?
What's the deal with the hazmat suit?
I'm gonna wear my underwear. I'll be like, give me it, get it in here.
Cough it into me.
Put a bunch of.
Now I've been to every place that they talk about having like outbreaks or whatever. I was in those places before the outbreak started, and I haven't gotten anything. I was in Seattle in February. I went to New York later in February. I was in Florida in June. I was in Missouri in July when all of the spring breakers were doing all that shit. Like I've sought out every place where the numbers claim to be huge, and I'm just lucky, I guess.
I feel like if I was going to get it, I would have gotten it.
Yeah, have you done the antibodies test? Maybe you're immune to it.
No, I think my positive attitude is enough to just keep.
Your positive attitude keeps you COVID negative.
Yeah. That plexiglass positive attitude keeps the COVID smoking section smoking.
I have not. I haven't thrown up from anything other than alcohol since I was like 14. So whatever that is, I haven't gotten the flu or anything like that since I was a teenager, and I'm 38 now. And every year I'm just like, yeah, I can't get sick.
It's just clean living.
And it just works. No, it's not clean living. I fucking smoke cigarettes and don't exercise, and I eat like shit.
Well,
look at my
whiskey.
The virus doesn't stand a chance in your body.
Those poor neglected bananas.
Mine look way worse.
These bananas will end up in the trash, guaranteed. These will not get eaten.
Mike Baldwin's like, I am the herd, bitch.
Yeah.
The virus is scared of getting me.
Maybe coronavirus got a little Mike Baldwin.
Coronavirus is afraid of getting Chuck Norris.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we should all
bring back Chuck Norris jokes.
Yeah, I love Chuck Norris jokes so much.
What do you mean, bring them back? Where did they go? They never went away.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, those are my favorite.
Much like Chuck Norris.
Conspiracy?
I'll still see his Bowflex commercial, and I'm just like, God damn, you look so good.
Yeah.
Isn't he like 80 now?
You're just railing out Christy Brinkley. Oh.
Yeah, just fucking Bowflexing that shit right up, baby. Just get him going.
Christy Brinkley, wasn't she doing Pier 1 commercials?
Why do they not have Chris Benoit in the Bowflex commercial?
I don't know.
He's dead.
That's one of my favorite. I've listened to like 7 different true crime podcasts about the Chris Benoit massacre.
I love that phrase, the Chris Benoit massacre.
The crippler crossface.
Dude, like it was a genius way that like he literally like turned his cable weight machine into like a counterweight thing that just snapped his neck. It was a genius way to go. None of us are strong enough to finagle the machine.
How much was it?
I have no idea.
Look at Matt. Matt's like, huh? What? None of us are strong enough, huh, motherfucker?
It was only 12 easy payments of $89.99.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely got me on that one.
Wait a minute, he snapped his neck, dude. His neck is beefy, bro.
I financially can't afford to commit suicide like Chris Benoit.
Yeah, it's gonna have to do with free weights.
Yeah,
I'm gonna collapse my trach with a dumbbell.
You gotta come up with a sneaky Peloton way to do it. Like put your head in the wheel, and spokes or something. I don't know.
I sign up for Planet Fitness. They're like, "Oh my god!"
I've been planning this fitness for a while.
That's why we should start doing deposits. Jesus.
Yes, if I could spot him and just to watch him die.
Yeah. They're like, sir, would you like to get a yearly pass? One day's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I just get the tour? Hey, look over there.
Yeah, that honk alarm, that bell goes off whenever you drop a weight. They're like, God, what the fuck?
Just have your neck collapsed on the fucking butterfly machine, the sign behind you, you fit in here.
Yeah, so if it's a judgment-free zone, then I can go to heaven.
I feel like there's a
24-hour
play-
fitness. I'm just going to need like 15 minutes, actually.
Do you want to commit suicide? Plan it.
Oh my
So y'all got
Like
anything to plug?
Matt's like, it's in the title. Plan. Him right here.
Let's head into plugs.
Oh, plugging it up? All right.
Yeah.
All right,
We'll
let's
start
get
with
it out,
Mr.
Mike.
Baldwin.
What?
What
Where
you
are you
got
gonna
coming up,
be?
Mike?
Oh, just some stuff. Nothing really. I got Morty's in Indianapolis. If anybody from Indianapolis is watching this, I'll be at Crackers October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. I'm doing a thing in Kansas City later this month. I think it's the 28th, maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. Just go to mikeisfunny.com. Follow me on Twitter at Mike Baldwin. Let's see, Facebook, comedian Mike Baldwin, Snapchat, comedian M. You're getting all this, right?
Mhm.
Let's see.
I stopped
No, I don't
recording.
know.
We ran out of time.
Wait, did my phone die? Anyway, Instagram, comedian Mike Baldwin. No, just go to mikeisfunny.com. Check me out.
Buy a hat, buy a shirt,
Yeah.
buy an ensemble.
Buy a hat
Ninjas
that
hate
says
crunchy
hat.
leaves.
Buy a shirt that says shirt.
Ensemble.
And you have masks
That's
that say
funny.
mask, right?
I do have masks that say mask. Yes.
Perfect.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's awesome.
What do you
It's
got,
not
Carter?
really that. They're
I'm
not
gonna-
that awesome.
I'm going to be hanging at home, vaping too much all day today. But coming up,
Vaping's bad. You shouldn't do that. That's bad for
You
you.
know, it's just as bad.
He's vapor acted.
October.
This is
Oh,
weed,
this-
by the
this-
way. It's just weed. It's not crack or anything.
God, we were worried.
I'm sorry, Carter. Talk.
No.
Please,
Go ahead.
please
Look-
clean that pipe, man. That's not, I'm
Like anyone thinks you've got crack energy, Mike.
This weekend. This weekend I'm not on the show, but I'm going to be running sound, and I just want to plug the new venue that Side Splitters is booking shows at, the Vesh Catering Center, where they're doing shows there 25th and 26th. Cam Bertrand, Ricky Hicken, and JJ Curry will be on those shows. It's in Pasco County. Not on them, but I'll be there. And then the following weekend, October 1st, I will be at the Timeout Bar and Grill in Ocala. And then the 2nd and the 3rd, that Friday and Saturday, I will be at the Vesh Catering Center doing the Side Splitters shows there in Pasco County. And then the October 12th, I have an appointment with my therapist.
Hell yeah.
And then the 17th, I'll be doing 8-bit comedy at
Vortex. St.
Vortex Game Bar in St. Pete.
When is that?
October 17th.
Yeah, I got that. When's mine?
And,
Cool.
yeah,
Because you
so I'll
know
be-
how people who are watching this are going to be planning for October 17th right
I
now.
just put it in my
100%.
calendar.
Yeah.
One person
People
for
that are
sure.
watching. Yeah,
Damn
that's
I
it for
was
now.
wrong. All right.
October 16th, though, I'm
No,
going on a
keep-
haunted car ride.
You got more. Keep telling us more. I'm sorry for making fun of you.
That's it. That's up to date. I'll get the rest. I'll go next week.
What about you, Davey?
I got nothing right now. So.
All right, cool. What do you got, Maddie?
I don't
I'm
know.
sorry.
I might get some Ocala shows now. So
Hell yeah.
Oh wait,
Just
Are
gonna
we
repeat
doing-
the
are we
stand-ups
doing
I've
the
been doing for
Spitfire?
4 years.
Dude, that's in
What's that?
November. Don't
November.
don't bother with
I didn't
that.
know when it was.
Yeah, I'm also
August-
doing the November.
August 22nd, I'll be in Billings. I don't know what I'm talking about.
So September 25th, I'll be doing the Spitfire show. I think it's at 10 o'clock. September 26th, I'll be doing Spitfire in St. Pete. 26th, I'll be doing Jack's Sports Bar in Palmetto. Just a little guest set. 15th, I'll be doing Timeout Billiard Hall in Ocala. And then the 16th, I'll be doing Purecraft at Lady Lake.
Fuck yeah.
Damn, man.
Oh, yeah.
I need to move to Florida, I think. You guys are.
No, you don't. We're
doing
full.
A bunch of. Okay. All right.
Follow up on
So-
Baldwin's.
Make sure you
Sorry,
go to the Panhandle. Live in the Panhandle. There's a
The
lot.
Panhandle, a lot of shows.
You could be the next
hit up
Niemiller.
Alabama. You can do Alabama. You hit up the Panhandle.
New
there's,
Orleans.
Georgia, right there.
No, I'm saying
That
it
sounds
works.
nice.
Look at what happened for Ryan. Look what happened to JJ. Panhandle's where you grow
Yeah.
talent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then,
talent just cooked in a pan.
then you throw it into the trash can. That is Tampa.
It also made Matt Williams, so it's not 100%, but.
Yeah, almost.
And then look for Amanda at the animal hospital eventually.
It's opening.
It's opening.
Yay.
That's you guys won't see me for the next few weeks. I'll be working 7 days a week. So
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, actual work.
Who is
Yeah,
going to lead the
actual-
pod?
well, I'll be able to do the pod. I just won't be able to
Oh,
go
okay.
to shows.
Oh.
I'll support you. The #1 fan.
All right. Bye, everybody.
All right, bye, everybody.
Thanks,
Bye.
Mike.